On your screens, you may have saw the video I posted a little bit ago called the found footage. Now, I'm going to bring you more information about run realms. So, here we go. Now, level 1 has poisonous floor and all that. And some people found that if you bring a rocket, you can make it right past level 1. And if you go for 2 hours with the rocket, it will warp you to level 2. And if you walk by foot, it will take you 20 years, supposedly. So, yeah. Now, level 2 is a city level, and start at a carport and you get chased by a city by a gigantic floating werewolf head. Now, this thing could tear through buildings, so if you hide it in a building, it can tear right through buildings. So yeah, that's definitely not good. Now, you need to run around till you find a forest who looks like a hallway. And then you'll access level 3. Level 3, now, first of all, I need to show you level 2 image. Okay, back to level 3. Now, level 3 is a forest, and you get chased by, once you get there, of course, it turns right to day time. You get chased around by a gigantic floating vampire head. Now, you get chased through the forest, the entire forest, until you find a tent. And then you go inside of it to level 4. First of all, here's an image of level 3. Okay, now we're at level 4, and level 4, you're inside of a tent, and you run around in circles for an hour, and you're getting chased after a gigantic floating skeleton head. And the door to the tent is locked, and you're getting chased around for an entire hour. And you're getting chased around for an entire hour until the door opens. And then once you go through the door, the dirt is less solid than usual, and you sink through the ground into sink through the ground, of course, into level 5. Here's the image for level 4. Okay, now level 5. You're in this basement living room, and you're getting chased around by this gigantic floating clown head. And you're getting chased around this living room for an hour till you pass out. After hours over, you pass out and wake up at level 6. Another thing is that the clown head is faster than all the other heads. So, yeah. Here's the level 5 image. Level 6, you wake up in an abandoned mall, and you get chased around by a cat head. And the thing about the cat head is, first of all, it's faster than the clown head. And if it eats you, it takes you. So, with the cat head, unlike all other heads, if you get eaten by any of the other heads, you just get eaten. But if you get eaten by a cat head, it takes you to a place called the Loop-de-Loops. The thing is, you're trapped inside of a circle. You're going around and around and around the circle for the rest of eternity. Now, all the other plants are poisonous. Even if you have shoes on and touch the other plants, they're poisonous around the abandoned mall. And you're chasing around the mall for an hour till keys appear in your hands. And once you get to the car, you unlock the car, and you go inside it, and then you warp to level 7. Now, level 7, you're trapped inside of this maze, and getting chased around by a gigantic jack-o'-lantern head. Now, oh yeah, here's level 6 image. Anyway, back to level 7. Now, you're getting chased around by this jack-o'-lantern head. And you're also getting chased around by in this white maze as well, so your mind starts going crazy if you're in there for too long. If you bump into a dead end, you're doomed because you're kind of trapped, so it's pretty hard. Now you're going to have to run around until there's an exit. And once you reach the exit, you go to level 8. Here's the image of level 7. Now level 8, you're on an highway. And you're getting chased by this gigantic floating dragon head. Now, in this level it's really hard. So the dragon head at first is faster than the clown head, the cat head, and yeah, it's just faster. It's faster than all that. And there's cars on the street, so you're trying hard to not get hit by any of those things. By any of the cars on the street. And every once in a while you bump into a lava pool, you have to jump over. And you have to... yeah. And the dragon head is, of course, really fast. And it can breathe fire and electricity. And it takes you to the loop-de-loops if it eats you. And it has really sharp teeth, so you'll get cut on the way there. And you have to run on the highway for 3 hours till you can jump off. You can jump off of, like, the road literally ends. You can jump off, and then you jump off, and you go off of the planet, and it leads you to level 9. Here's the image for level 8. Okay, now, level 9, you're basically on space, and you have to hold your breath. Like that. And you're falling from space into the earth. And you have to hold your breath in space. And then once you arrive in the earth, I recommend you take a breath. But while you're falling through the earth, do not breathe 3 times. So you have to hold your breath even when you're falling. And you're going to try not to take fall damage. And try not land in the water. Well, unless you know how to swim, I guess. But if you somehow make it successfully, you made it out of the run realms. And yes, I know it's crazy how if you're falling in the earth, you cannot breathe 3 times. Yeah. Even when you're falling from the earth, you can't breathe. You have to hold your breath the entire time. But I recommend right when you hit the earth, you breathe and then hold your breath again. Now here's the image for level 9. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Yes, I forgot to mention, it's like a couple days after that, actually probably even a month after that. Now, I would like to touch on one thing I forgot in the video. I forgot to mention, in level 9, if you bring a breathing device to level 9, it doesn't even work. Even if you're falling from, even if you're in the earth and falling, it will not work. If you're in space, if you're in the earth still falling, the breathing device will not work at all. But the breathing device will work in the rest of the run realms. I do recommend bringing in a breathing device.